games again. I thought I would do yet another episode of Christmas memories. Yeah, though I've been doing them again over the last week or so in response to The Force Awakens. I haven't done video game Let's Plays on a long time in my channel. Been mostly focusing on the Dice Masters videos that have been, getting the actual viewers, but tip of the hat to the old subscribers that started my channel with me. So, Metroid, not usually my cup of tea when it comes to gaming, to be honest with you. I've never been a fan of the style of game that kind of requires you buy a issue of Nintendo Power to solve. But I don't know. I didn't know it was that kind of game. I just remember that I got this game because the very first Christmas that I was visiting my grandparents, when the Christmas I got my Nintendo, my grandpa took me to the PX in Oscoda where he lived and bought me this with the drop of a hat. I was like, that was a classic, and I'd heard of Metroid, and the fact that they actually had a copy of it being one of the games I thought I'd missed, because I didn't get Nintendo until it had already been out like 3 years or so. So, back then, this was right before GameStops would start making it easier to get used games. Oh, before I move on, this is a password that was passed around. Justin Bailey, you probably get it. To Metroid players, it's like the Konami code. You either know it or you just don't remember Metroid very well. But yeah, you can underline it in dashes of various... underline the whole thing in dashes if you want to, but different patterns gave different results. They all usually ended up in you playing Samus after the playthrough that gets him or her out of its armor. Now, I haven't even touched a playthrough of Metroid in like 15 years, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember my way out of here. I'd have to get Ice Beam and fill up on missiles, and I don't think we'll be at this long enough to... Maybe it'll come back to me, or maybe I'll accidentally find the Ice Beam. I do remember the way to not Norfair, wherever it is, the final level, where the Metroids and the Mother Brain are. I know with this code, I've got just about everything, the various suit, the screw attack, badass attack. Wave Beam, which is the best weapon in the game. However, not the one you need to complete the game with. A long way to go to fill energy up, too. So, for every geek out there that tips their hat because they love the amount of time they had to spend figuring out the puzzles in Legend of Zelda, well, that's great for you. I've never been a fan of the Legend of Zelda series, but everything that you get out of Legend of Zelda, I get out of Metroid. Or at least did. And though I never did get into the Metroid Prime series, when they, on the GameCube and recent consoles, when they make Metroid into a first-person shooter style, I've always loved the original Explorer platform style. I mean, wow. I love the way Samus controls. I'm mostly solving this by muscle memory, too. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of going there. And I've got a funny feeling I'm going to accidentally find the Ice Beam, even though I don't remember shit about the map for this game. I did eventually get a subscription to Nintendo Power, but the map for this was in a back issue. And so when I wrote into the magazine asking, because I couldn't figure out how to get anywhere at all, and they sent me the maps, like big ass poster printouts of the maps for the game. Isn't it? There's something. Yep, I knew it. There is something in here. Haha. I bet I went not the right way though. I don't know. There's usually some shit hiding. I think I effed up. So yeah, they sent me this copy of this big ass poster map for Metroid, and I was able to use that to figure out where to go and what to do. I think there's another one that could be. I don't know, I'll figure it out. That or I won't. Who cares? If you've come to expect expert playthroughs and speedruns on my channel, then you came to the wrong place in the first. You don't know me. You want to watch a moron slug his way through an old ass game? All right, I got your back. Oh, it's in here, isn't it? The idea that bombs were used to uncover secret doors was mentioned in the original manual. What I didn't know at the time was that these so-called secret doors were literally like hidden in the corners of weird places. It was difficult, but that map really did. That map I got from Nintendo Power, gratis, free for the asking. It helped a lot. Oh, check that shit out. Ice beam, baby. All I got to do is fill up on energy, and I might actually be able to give us an ending here. Oh. Oh, there's something to that. I thought there was, but... What, am I just stuck now? Whoops! Shortest play ever, huh? The hell have I done? No! I know, I'll be able to get out of here eventually. I just gotta lay bombs just right. There we go. Thank you. Sorry, folks. I think I effed this up just right. Alright, so now all I gotta really do is fill up my life. And there's quite a few good ways to do that on my way to... Is it Touraine? Yeah, that's the name of it. Brinstar, Norfair, and Touraine. Yeah, those were the three major subworlds. Weak as the ice beam is, it had its uses throughout the game, building platforms out of bad guys and stuff. But also the Metroids in Touraine, the only way to kill them is with an ice beam and then 5 missiles. Yeah. That was an RTFM moment too. First time you encounter them. You're like, how do you beat the Metroids? And, modern games, they'd give you like a tutorial or some character screaming into your comlinks, you have to do it like this. In this case, it was one of the mini games you had to read the manual to understand stuff like that. Or of course whip out your trusty issue of Nintendo Power. Whatever. Damn it. That'll do. So using the ice beam for just about any other part of the game is actually a pain in the ass. Got it? Hate farming. It used to be one of the inevitabilities in life when gaming, but now modern games have changed all that. So, platforming with a gun like this game does is what led to me eventually falling in love with Mega Man. I wasn't introduced to the Mega Man franchise. As much as I love Mega Man 2, it's my favorite NES game. I wasn't actually introduced to the Mega Man franchise until the 4th one came out. And then we rented it, and then we played catch-up buying the rest in the series to date. Wow. I don't need missiles. Which if I wasn't so cheap, I could just use missiles to take some of these guys out. Instead of effing around with the little ice beam, and it's not like I lose much since I keep getting missiles. Oop. Those guys are kinda on the invincible side. I missed something, did I? Oh, yeah, I sure did. There's a door to the right or left. Boy, you're military or left. Trying to jump through people so I don't have to ice beam. Yeah. No, my dad and I, after my grandparents moved up north of Oscoda so they could get close to Wordsmith Air Force Base, my dad and I, we spent our Christmases up with them. We'd stay the whole weekend with them. It's not exactly like the song My Grandma's Feather Bed, but it was always a lot of fun to be had with them. God rest their souls. My grandparents passed away about the same time, right before I met my wife. It was one of the most romantic stories I ever tell, too. Grandma had a hard battle with cancer, and so when it was hard getting the whole family through that big, huge family that we are. But Grandpa did a fantastic job. He was, I think, 83 when she passed away, and he got the family through this hard time. As soon as her funeral was over and everybody parted ways, he went back in the house, sat down in his easy chair, and that was the end. I know you can go all God of the gaps on me, but it is one of the reasons I have some of the spiritual beliefs I have, because with no explanation for why he would die, it's real easy to just say, well, he was done, his mission was over, and his last real important duty to get his family through the crisis of losing its mother, its matron mother. Once that was ended, it would have been kind of a cruel, unusual punishment to make him have to live alone. So, having both of them pass away back to back like that was hard at first, but honestly comforting too, and very romantic to know that he didn't have to live any more than, say, a week or two alone. It's the way I'd like to go out, or love to know that my wife would have that kind of option too. Well, granted, she could hate me. Maybe she'd be happy without me for a while. But yeah, this was the first video game my grandpa bought me when I got my first Nintendo. And I got it on one of those Christmas vacation trips up to Oscoda, Michigan. Like any other kid, my parents spoiling me was one thing. It was my grandparents spoiling the snot out of me was a totally different thing. Alright, so this is the final run to the gates of Touraine, and I'm going to do a lot of farming here back and forth, picking up energy. And I can't believe I actually, though I haven't even touched this game in years, I actually remember what little procedure is necessary from that save point. I wasn't kidding when I said I didn't know where to find an ice beam. I have not played this in like 15 years. So this might be the boring part. You might fast forward through the video. Maybe I'll think of some other stories or jokes to tell to pass the farming. Filling up my energy tanks, as I am going to need them. Watch, I get all the way to Mother Brain and I get blown to smithereens by like a few points of energy, so it was all for nothing anyway. This isn't pre-scripted or anything. I'm gonna, and without practice, of course. I'll need missiles. Damn it. I need energy. Like that. More than 5 at a time would be nice. Ow. Ow. Alright, there are guys in this hole that are worth 20 energy when they drop. I thought. I know that's what Metroids do. If they drop energy, they give you like 20 each. I think. Wow. I remembering a lot of stupid little details for not having played this game in forever. Like the fact that once I'm inside the gates of Touraine, I get energy faster. Maybe I'm starting to think that maybe I'm doing as stupid because I maybe ought to be farming Ringu in the ring things inside Touraine. I don't know. I just don't want to F around when it's go time in the place where shit gets serious. Ah, poop. Yeah. Okay, maybe with a little practice, my farming run here would be taking less time. Damn it! Oh! And it left nothing. So here's a tasteless choke. How many dead hookers does it take to change a light bulb? Answer? I don't know. I got 4 of them in my basement right now. It's still dark. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I actually messed that up. Yeah, I did mess that up. Punchline is, it's not 4 because my basement's still dark. Never mind. I'm gonna stay away from telling jokes and do you guys a favor. Okay, no, I'm gonna share at least one. It's not a dirty one. It's my daughter's favorite joke. Bear in mind, she's 7. I asked her what a pirate's favorite letter was. And she says, it's the letter R, right? And I says, no, everyone thinks it's R, but it's the C they really love, I. Yeah, get it, yeah. I hear crickets. Never mind. Stupid dad jokes. I should probably stick to them. My wife bought me a Christmas present this year. She got me this really... Now, mind you, I'm a big dude, so one does not simply buy a coat for me without putting a lot of time and effort into tracking one down that will fit and not look like trash when I wear it. That said, my wife had a custom fit leather, beautiful leather trench coat, custom made for me and imported from the UK. I'm scared to know how much she paid for it, especially since I know it was actually here briefly and the sizing was wrong, and she had to send it back for adjustments in the first place. But it feels like it's like, what, 20 or 30 pounds worth of leather hanging off my shoulders. I'm 6'1", getting a trench coat that goes all the way from shoulder to ankle on me. That's a marvel as it is. And I'm in love with this piece of clothing. One of the most expensive gifts I've actually gotten in a long time, too. I fear to know what she paid for this thing. She's just trying to get me back for the Harley Quinn themed outfits I got her for her birthday. But yeah, at my age, I'm looking at that being a leather piece of clothing that could last me, probably will last me for the rest of my natural life. The last trench coat I had was worn by somebody who died wearing it, and I got into a couple of accidents bicycling, and then eventually one of my ex's cats ate the sleeves off of it, so I wore it with duct tape for the longest time, like 10 years, with a duct tape sleeve keeping it together. I don't have a cat right now, so with luck that's a good sign that my new leather should last me a lifetime. Dang, I'm not getting any energy drops anymore. What in the hell is with this? This game's being like me with the drops. See, I constantly joke that I got into the wrong religion, right? Because I was raised Christian and I am currently Universalist, which means I basically believe in yes. But I joke, I get it, I'm not racist, stereotypes being what they are. But you know, the difference between a Jew and a canoe, the canoe will eventually tip. Neither Jews nor I like to part with money unless we absolutely must. A miser my parents taught me to be, and as well it serves me too. You know, I think I'm getting to that point where I would just rather take my chances on drops in terrain. This was no speed run, but I mean, how long am I gonna farm and try to think of shit to entertain you people? I'm gonna farm back up missiles at least. Now watch, it'll give me nothing, not life, not missiles, nothing. Wow. I think I just made a net loss. At least fill my missiles back up, maybe. What the hell did I do that for? Yeah, we are now officially losing. Fuck it. Forgive my French. But fuck it. Let's get up in there and see what happens. Let's at least make some progress here. I'm gonna be farming Metroids. That's a bad idea. Now I don't have to kill every Metroid I encounter. I could just freeze them and run, you know. Like that. That's unfair. No way to get away from them. However, the drops in here are gonna be higher quality. Although, don't tell me these ring bastards are too small to give drops. Oh, I think I screwed up. $30 energy each, though. I should be alright. I'll figure out how to make a profit. Yeah. We'll be full by the time we get to the end. That was almost disastrous. I always thought the atmosphere in this section, even despite simplistic 8-bit graphics, the atmosphere here was so creepy. Damn, get off me! So much for making a profit. Huh? Damn. Really? I'm actually down quite a bit on energy now. So much for making it up, huh? Shit! Ah, poop! No. one of the smart things to do for farming is this. That's 2 for 1 right there, baby. Only takes the 5 missiles to light them both up. Oh, poop. Well. It's great how that third one just kind of slides in and doesn't... That doesn't count, even though the Ringo that hits you on the way in does. Missiles full. So, we're gonna farm the smart way like this for a bit, which was what we should have did. With all that, 20 minutes of your guys' time I wasted up there on the lead into terrain. Come on. Alright, well, we're not down too bad. Let's try again. Oh, what happened to that one? Oh, we're almost full. And if I F up against Mother Brain, I can always come back out here and do some more of that. Either way, we're full of life. Now all we want to do is fill up our missiles. Even though we've got to burn so many of them to take Metroids down. We don't need life anymore. We need... Well, see if I pick some up in here. Hey, buddy. See, now I'm full on life. I'm getting all sorts of life drops, but no missiles, which is what I really need. Look at that. That's just terror frickin' bull. I'm not going in there. No, not gonna do it. Nah, can't make me do it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Excellent. You know, I'm only 3 down from full. I'll just take that as a hint and get my ass to work. Now, there's a lot of damage going on here, so I need to be mindful of the living force. Try. Ow. Can I please get the missiles all go in the right direction, please? Thank you. And that's the last of those. Oh wait, there should be one more here, yep. Then I think I'll go out and refill. Nah. No balls. I think I should be able to handle it. I mean, this is... Now the smart thing to do is freeze some of those things. Except where I just did it isn't very smart. Yeah, whacking at Mother Brain. Get out of the stupid puddle, please and thank you. Keep whacking at that beast. Love how so much of the atmosphere of this game is very based on Alien and aliens. I don't remember if that was intentional or not. Hey, who remembers Captain N, the Game Master? How Mother Brain was like, had a chick's voice, or, oh, damn. Well, I got through that easier than I expected to. And I just gotta get out in time, and I can present you guys with a completed Metroid game, so, hell. Added bonus. I didn't think I was actually going to make a completion. Wow, I've been taping for 35 minutes. Here I was going to be like, just do a 10-minute presentation for Christmas memories, you know, my yearly tradition. Christmas itself actually being over now, it's after midnight, but I spend Christmas with my family. I don't lose time filming YouTube on Christmas itself. So yeah, some were like, who's your fandom, Mario or Link? And no, for me, Samus. And I'll take the Game Boy Advance games, those were awesome. The original Metroid 2 on Game Boy, that was awesome. Super Metroid, I loved Super Metroid. Yeah, Metroid Fusion was the last one I really enjoyed that came out. Well, no, Metroid Zero Mission. It was just a remake of the original. But, yeah, Metroid, I've always been partial to it over, you know, with the adventure types like that, you know, modern Metroidvania games, of course. I liked Castlevania 2 for the same reason. If I'm gonna have the quest all over the place style like that Zelda has, at least have it also be based on a good action element. And for me, just the top-down Zelda view just never cut the mustard, like the platforming in Metroid and like Castlevania, you know, Castlevania 2 and Symphony of the Night. So, no sense in making y'all watch the rest of the credits with me. I'll just call it here, say thank you guys for watching and sharing another set of Christmas memories with me. I apologize that it turned on to some extended ranting and some really bad jokes, but, well, I kind of dig the fact that I haven't played this game in forever, and I've still, without actually even remembering what the hell I'm doing, I've still got enough committed to muscle memory from my youth to know how to clear the game from that point. So, well, looks like we finished the credits anyway. Man, I can never stop talking. So, again, Merry Christmas, folks. New Year's coming, so happy 2015, and thank y'all for watching.